Good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of Internal Audit Hacks, where I'm going to talk a little bit about fixed mindsets in companies and how you can identify that with your organization, whether you're working in the organization or whether you're providing advice to the organization. My name is Nuttall. I'm a culture assurance expert and trainer. So if you watched my episode last week, you would have caught and hopefully understood how we apply mindset to the individual, so yourself and myself. So I talked about a growth mindset and I talked about a fixed mindset. And today, I'm going to talk a little bit about how we apply mindset in organizations, and I'm just going to focus on fixed mindset, so to get you started and going with this. So usually we start with an organization strategy, and there's loads of examples out there where organizations have failed to keep up with the times, the innovation of their industry, and also sort of trends. So trends that are that their competitors are really sort of taking, sort of going ahead in the game, and as an organisation, if you're not up to speed with that, it is likely because you don't have a growth mindset. You're actually stuck in a fixed mindset. So there's some examples like that. So for example, Nokia as a company, they didn't upgrade their mobile phones to Android platform. So Samsung sort of got ahead of the game. Kodak, there's a well-known organization that didn't move with the times and became obsolete with the onset of the digital camera. You can see this with Blockbuster. You can see it with HMV. I mean, God, you can. The list is really, really long. Perhaps more slightly controversial is when we look at the way the organization is perhaps structured. So, for example, regulation can force a fixed mindset when organizations, when boards and leaders start getting into the mindset of, we have to comply with this regulation in this way. There is no other way to do this. So you can actually see this happening. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing in that setting. You need to almost have a fixed mindset to be able to respond to regulation. But it's good to understand that, right? Where this also manifests, or where this might become apparent, is the way the organization is led. So you might have leaders and managers with a mindset of my way or the highway, or my way is the only way. And you perhaps can reflect on this for the organizations you work with or the organization you're in. Other types of fixed mindset examples might be around management information and how KPIs, key performance indicators, drive behavior, and they drive behavior in a certain way. And when it becomes really fixed and detrimental to the organization is when it becomes winning at any cost. When it results in fear for the individual. So we have to do it this way, otherwise I'm going to get blamed when something doesn't work quite right. So especially when there's, it starts to enforce a blame culture. So you see these sorts of fixed mindsets. And another place I would say it's worth sort of thinking about is ways of working. So those organizations that are really process orientated, that everything needs to have a process, a system, and we cannot move away from that process, a bit like the perspective around regulation. We don't amend our processes, we're just stuck in those processes. That's a fixed mindset. Interestingly, Harvard Business Review published an article, and I'll post it down below as a link if you're interested in reading it, that hiring from outside the organization and bringing talent into the organization, there's nothing wrong with that, but it might be indicative of a fixed mindset organization. So that's interesting, perhaps looking at that. So why am I talking so much about mindset? So I really truly believe, my opinion is that mindset underpins our organizational culture. And I will talk more and more about this as the series goes through. Next week, I will talk about growth mindset and how we recognize that in an organization. Thank you very much. Have a splendid week. Hey everyone, I really hope you've enjoyed this channel so far and the episodes I'm producing. Subscribe to the channel, go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, like the episodes, share it with your colleagues and your friends. I think the content is helped me and I want it to help you. So please do follow and keep in touch. Okay, bye.